We just had the most profound conversation with a local real estate agent, a local professional that happens to be on our team, Ian DeFelice. We dropped the full episode of it. Go watch it if you want to hear about faith and expanding on your journey and finding your purpose. Something I want to dissect out of it and pick Tyler's brain on is why Indianapolis right now is the best place to reside in the world. I don't think there's anywhere else that you should live besides Indy. Something Ian said that got this all stirred up in me is the connectivity of it. You've heard of the 2-phone call city. We've talked about it before. That's not what he was referencing. He was referencing the ability to build community, live, work, play in Indy. These local places that you can just blow somebody else's business up super easy. How could you do that? You can't do that in any other state. I can't go and make my lawn guy's business 10x overnight. If I'm in New York, there's not even grass. There's just so much opportunity here. What do you feel right now makes Indy better than everywhere else?
Our mentor, Rex Fisher, had me to a seminar, and this guy was breaking down what made Indianapolis the best city. And it was
perfect.
I think it was Aaron Wren, who's a super popular author and commentator. And he said, compared to St. Louis, Louisville, Cincinnati, all our neighbors, the first question you get there when you show up is, hey, what high school did you go to? And you just kind of put your tail between your legs and go cry home if you didn't live there, because you're not allowed into all the social networks. Whereas in Indy, the question is much more accessible. It's hey, what do you do for work? Or where are you trying to go? Or it's forward looking, and you feel that, right?
What industry are you in? What lane are you in?
Right.
Yeah.
It's where are you at now? Because we want to help you get to where you're going. Whereas these other cities with their history, they're very old cities, and they have established family names that ran the social networks there.
Yeah.
Being just as we're a newer city and we're a fast growing city, we're growing so much faster than these other cities. They had their heydays back in the 1900s. Our heyday is 2025. So we're at this intersection of Midwestern egalitarianism, frugality, and yet development, which is unlike Nashville, is unlike Atlanta, is unlike Charlotte. We have both the Midwestern values and roots, but also the development. And it is unlike anywhere else. I mean, you have to come here to experience it.
It's being a Hoosier, through and through. Right?
Hoosier hospitality, right?
We have a great friend, Nick Giuliani, who says, I'm a Hoosier by choice. I came here for a couple months, was supposed to be, and go back to California. He's still here, going on 3, 4, 5 years. Has built a business here because we have soil that's available, readily available to plant roots in. And it does breed off of that accessibility and abundance. Where I'm at, it's insane. 3 years. 3 years ago, I knew nobody in this. I only knew where I went to high school. That was the whole reputation, right? And it took one person telling me to introduce to the next, ping, 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 ping. Now I have a whole social community built around that abundance. And I think if you're in Indy currently and you're struggling to break through, you're not trying hard enough. Just go to a coffee shop and sit in a chair for a couple hours.
Right.
And you're going to have a best friend by the end of it.
Right.
And it's not that could turn some people off. It's not in a non-approachable or a awkward way. I feel like it's all natural. How often have you been sitting at a coffee shop working and somebody walks up to you and they're like, dude, what you've been sitting in here, what are you working on? And just talk to you. It happens to me all the time.
It happens to me a lot. Yeah.
And when it was first it was weird.
Right.
What is going on? Because I grew up, same as you, west of the city. I wasn't a city plant person. And when I got my license, it was I want to sell in my hometown. I want to build a business here. And I couldn't figure out how to break in. It wasn't until I went to that abundance where it all started to piece together. If you were a younger entrepreneur, how do you start? How do you take that richness that we have and really bear fruit?
Right. I'm not going to say just go to a coffee shop because we've said that 1,000 times on the show. So I want to say, I think something new, but I think you have to pick a tribe, right? Humans evolved to be people in tribes. You can't just do an isolation or just you and your nuclear family. You need to find a tribe. So I think it's really, you need to pick 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 tribes and get enmeshed. And I mean, that's why I think churches are exploding again, ever since, honestly, the Charlie Kirk assassination. Not to get controversial, they're exploding. All my friends that didn't go to church are in church now. And funnily enough, like they seem happier, they seem more joyful, they have more friends. Who would have thought? Like just maybe go to church. But I think you do that or go to something like Citizen 7. If you're a male living in Indianapolis and you don't know what Citizen 7 is, it's just like these coffee and connect with a speaker in the morning. Go to a networking group like that, or there's Young Professionals of Indianapolis, YPCI, or a number of other ones that I'm probably
just
forgetting.
Get on Eventbrite for like 10 minutes and you're going to have somewhere to go tonight.
Right.
Where somebody small is throwing an event.
Yeah.
You could be one of 5.
And don't show up once. Like keep showing up. Like Roots events, lastly, of course, because like the people that are getting the most fruit from that are the ones that have come to 3+. Because like they show up and like they know people and they say, hey, you were here last week. Like I have a deal that I want to share, or I want to pick your brain on this contractor you're using. And there's that relational wealth that builds. And like we talk a lot and use flowery language about relational equity, but it's so tangible that you can just tell when someone has it and they don't.
Right.
And you have to, I think, put yourself out there and go through that first uncomfortable moment when you're like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go. Push through that to become a regular, right? It's all about becoming a regular somewhere. And I go to a run club in the morning. The reason I started was not for running. I could run on my own. I did it because I was like, this cool guy, Nate Spangle, goes. He has some buddies that go. I'm going to go. We wind up getting on his podcast and building that relational equity with him and doing deals together, essentially. That has to start from those social, circles.
Right.
You get enmeshed in.
Yeah. And there's a lot of them and they're all readily available. I don't even care about the marketplace right now. Like I don't care about Indy market. I think the housing is another great reason why we are one of the best cities to move to. It's why a lot of people are moving here. I don't care about that. Don't buy a house. Just come get connected in the community. And that's it. Come out to the next Roots event. Visit us at rootsrealty.co/events. Peace.
Peace.